First pitch of the night is over for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently. So all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing, and you have to say they stack up with anybody in baseball.
So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He comes into this one riding a 13-game hitting streak, and he's a very dangerous hitter at the plate right now.
Porcello's ready. First pitch on the way. Brett Gardner comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Shot towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, guys, Mookie Betts puts it all on the line in every single game. He's not
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. Yanks nothing. Sox coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ellsbury is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to this offense. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Mark Platt will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
And 3 home runs over his last 10 games, too.
Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Here he comes on 2-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gregorius onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing in the Boston first. We've played an inning at Fenway. No score. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will take his first swings here. And as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Designated hitter.
Greg Bird will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are two away.
Right fielder.
Carlos Beltran into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Blake Swihart will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Liner toward right center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Rusney Castillo steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Gregorius is there. Here's Castro for one. On to Teixeira and 2 quick outs.
Oh, nice. Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that. No, roll up your basics. 6-4-3.
Pablo Sandoval gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Starlin Castro will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second, he'll try for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the third with a leadoff triple. Didi Gregorius will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And this is low, ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
That's in there on the outer half. 1 and 2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Betts. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Gary Sanchez will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Center fielder.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Called strike 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. And
should have never done that.
Devin Marrero digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Devin Marrero.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Brock Holt comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Pulled high in the air out to right field.
Got under it a little
Beltran
bit.
is there. 2 gone.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Chris Young will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Or maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Mookie Betts will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
First pitch on its way. Hit to third. Scooped up. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. See the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come. And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Hit to short. A spin and a throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Hot shot to third. There's Sandoval. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Mark Teixeira stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a bouncing ball, foul. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Xander Bogaerts will dig in now. The winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Into the box, Mark Platt, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty, one man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, taken in by Gregorius. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Blake Swihart. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Popped high in the air.
Oh, I'm going after
Castro
bad pitches.
will wait on it. And he will put it away to retire the side. Greg Bird heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. On the ground up the middle, gloved by Bogaerts. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Carlos Beltran. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Starlin Castro.
Now in the box, Starlin Castro. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're on top 1-0. Rusney Castillo will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound.
Oh, I held
He's
back
cut
on that
right
one, too,
through
and
this
just pop it
lineup
up.
for the first 4 innings.
And reined in,
This is
1
going to
away.
end up being a loss. Didn't see it coming out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. First pitch of the at-bat. Little dribbler down the line. A-Rod takes it in. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting,
Can't go 3
second baseman.
Devin Marrero is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Take it no matter what.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Brock Holt is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lays off 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Beltran is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They trail. Didi Gregorius will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Gary Sanchez stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. Brett Gardner will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Wow, the throw pulls him off the bag. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and a rather easy first out.
It's pretty clear they weren't pitching around him there. Even though he's a big-time run producer, they came right at him, and he couldn't drive either one of those guys in.
And they'll go ahead and take the bat out of Teixeira's hands here as that's the 4th wide one.
Now batting,
Greg Bird will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 Boston error, and 2 men left on base. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Chris Young will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Mookie Betts stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Beltran over to his right. One away. Xander Bogaerts will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips.
Thanks for coming in.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Runner at first here, one man out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one, here it is. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Mark Clapp will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive.
Oh,
so maybe
come
we'll
on.
witness that right here.
How the hell do I hit that on the ground?
Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he... Carlos Beltran is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
Around second is Beltran. He's headed for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff triple.
Man, I thought speed was one of the first things to go once you got into your late 30s. I tell you, though, it looked like he was getting around the bases pretty good that time, and he makes it all the way around to third to get himself a triple.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound, and that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Carson Smith will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Starlin Castro will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Drilled on the ground to short. Bogaerts has it. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Well, there's a big decision there. He decides he wants to come home with this thing. Maybe not the wisest move he could have made. And the throw's too late to get his man.
Replay that.
Into the box now. Didi Gregorius. He singled his last time up. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. He's got it, and he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
The batter,
Gary Sanchez steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
the center fielder,
Jacoby Ellsbury is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Hit back up the middle. Bogaerts to his left. He's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. They'll get up. Leading off the inning, Blake Swihart. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base. Because they've been held in check all game.
Beltran looks up. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Rusney Castillo. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Back goes Beltran at the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this one a pretty good ride that time. No chance to get a glove on this one as you see it hop over the wall and into the bullpen for a ground rule double.
Pablo Sandoval comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Give your guys a chance to make something big happen.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it, and he's set down, 1 away. Devin Marrero stands in now, looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck.
Yeah, man, he's just got to focus here on getting a good pitch to hit or finding some other way to just keep this line moving.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1 and 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Come on, Holt.
Brock Holt will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line driver right back up the middle.
In the air to straightaway right. On the move is Beltran. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it may be too. Brett Gardner comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Joe Kelly will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Brett Gardner will step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. And sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or 2 if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1 and 2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Alex Rodriguez is at the plate as he watches ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Grounded to third. On it goes right through him into left field.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Mark Teixeira stands in as he looks at ball one here. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And that fastball his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Swing and a little tapper. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And right there for it is Young for route number 2.
Up next for the Yankees,
Greg Bird stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. One left for the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1.
All right, we need to get some hits here.
Leading off the inning, Chris Young, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got to look at someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
There to take it is Beltran, and that's out number one.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Mookie Betts will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either.
Gone! Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Red Sox have cut the lead to 4-2 now.
Well, EK, as you know, the more at-bats you get against the same guy, the more you start to figure out his stuff. And once you see him for the 3rd or 4th at-bat, you become a better hitter because by then you pretty much know every pitch he's got. And I think this is a case where he kind of made an educated guess on what was coming, got it, and didn't miss it.
Xander Bogaerts is at the plate as he looks at ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Beltran on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. Mark Platt will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Carlos Beltran, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Ground ball right side. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
The batter, number 14.
Starlin Castro ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. First offering on its way. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out. Didi Gregorius steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Runners on first with 1 down. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Tapper up the line. Scooped up. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Gary Sanchez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Tap foul at home plate. 0-1, here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. But Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Blake Swihart will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Rusney Castillo will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Chapman's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
Oh,
Teixeira
on.
is there,
Really?
and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Pablo Sandoval makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Henry Ramirez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3
Sox end
outs
up
here,
losing
and he
4-2.
picks up a save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
Destroyed them in the game before. The Yankees before they couldn't beat me, and then this game, yeah. But all right, that's the end of this game. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be broadcasting more throughout my season here.
And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Starlin Castro. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
4 runs on 9 hits.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 4-2.